Good morning, students. Now, today we are going to learn the principal value of angle and general value of angle. Principal value and general value. Let me explain first what is principal value and what is general value. You are aware about this quadrant, and I gave the idea here. Add sugar to coffee means here add A, first letter A. A stands for all, means all ratios lying in first quadrant are positive. In second, S, first alphabet is S. S stands for sine, main ratio, and its reciprocal. In second ratio, sine and cosec are positive and others are negative. In third quadrant, 2, T stands for tan and its reciprocal cot. So tan and cot are positive and others are negative. Here coffee, C stands for cos and reciprocal cosec. So cos and sec are positive and others are negative. So you will observe that every ratio is 2 times positive and 2 times negative. Like sine is positive in first quadrant and in second quadrant. In 2 quadrants, sine and cosec positive. Cos is positive in first quadrant and fourth quadrant, cos and sec both. Tan is positive in first quadrant and third quadrant, tan and cot both. So in which quadrant the value exactly lying, means suppose you are given sin x is equal to 1 upon 2. Sin x is equal to 1 upon 2. So this 1 upon 2 is positive. It means this value may lie either in first quadrant or second quadrant. So these two values are called principal value of the angle. Means where exactly this angle is obtained, in which quadrant, that is called principal value. Now general value. General value means since graph of sine I am showing, see, graph of sine, so it is periodic. Here it is 1, here it is 1, here it is minus 1, here it is minus 1, here it is 0, 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 means every value is repeating again in time, means up to infinite. Like if we are talking about pi, at 0, at 2 pi, at 3 pi, at minus pi, at minus 2 pi, everywhere this value is 0. So if you are asked the general value of sine, so where it is becoming 0, at pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, so general value is n pi and n belongs to z, where n is an integer. Maybe it is n is equal to 0, so at 0 it is, n is equal to 1, so at pi, n is equal to 2, so 2 pi, n is equal to minus 1, then minus pi, means this is called general value. Similarly, suppose it is pi by 2, at pi by 2 it is 1, here you can see where it is 1, after 2 pi this is 5 pi by 2, it is 1. For minus 1 you can see this is 3 pi by 2 minus 1, here it is minus 1. So for every value it is repeating again in time, so this kind of values are known as general value. Let me talk about C. Suppose we are talking about cos. Suppose you are given cos x is equal to 1 by 2, for example. It is positive, so it means it may lie either in first quadrant or fourth quadrant. Suppose angle is in first quadrant, or in fourth quadrant. See, fourth quadrant. So this angle can be obtained 2 pi plus x, or if this angle is x, so this angle is 2 pi plus x or 2 pi minus x. So this can repeat again and time. So what is 2n pi plus minus x? So this is general value. Similarly, in tan, you see, after every pi it becomes nd, after every pi it becomes nd. So 0, 0, then pi 0, then 2 pi 0, minus pi 0, so n pi. So you have to learn all this in your textbook. NCERT, on the very last page, it is given the values, general values and principal value formula. So you should learn it. We are going to start exercise 3.4, question number 1. Just try to understand, you will be able to understand. Question is, find the principal and general solution of the following equations. Like, first question is given, tan x is equal to under root 3. So first of all, you have to check the sign. After checking the sign, you will declare in which quadrant this angle is going to be lie. Okay, so this is positive. So what is conclusion? If it is positive, it means it may lie in either first quadrant or third quadrant. So you will write, since it is positive, then so it lies either in first quadrant or third quadrant. First quadrant or third quadrant. Decided? Now let's see how to solve. We have to put the value of root 3 with respect to tan. I think you remember tan 60 degree is equal to root 3, that is pi by 6. So tan x is equal to tan pi by 6. Tan and tan will operate, so x is equal to pi by 6, or it is in first quadrant, pi by 6, 60 degree. It may be in third quadrant, and third quadrant is what? Pi plus something. Or we can write like this, tan x is equal to tan pi plus pi by 6. This is tan x is equal to tan 7 pi by 6. 6 minus 6 plus 1. Tan and tan operate, x is equal to 7 pi by 6. So we have two principal values, pi by 6 and 7 pi by 6. So principal value is pi by 6 or 7 pi by 6. Now general value, what I told, k at pi, at 2 pi, at 3 pi, at 4 pi, it becomes 0. So what is the general value? N pi. तो वी राइट जनरल वैल्यू इज n pi plus pi by 6. Here when we write general value, we write the first principal value with that. We write the first principal value with that, and n belongs to z. N is an integer, means we have two principal values. When we write general value, so we take the first principal value with general value, n pi plus pi by 6. So this will be your answer of the question. Got it? Very simple question. Just you have to memorize the things. Let's see one more question. Question number 2. Question number 2. Second question is given. Sec x is equal to 2. So it is difficult to memorize the value of sec. So better you can convert this into cos. So you can write cos x is equal to 1 upon 2. Let's see. This is positive. It means it may lie in first quadrant or fourth quadrant. You will write here it is positive, so it may lie either in first quadrant or fourth quadrant. In first quadrant or fourth quadrant. Now let's see. Cos x, now 1 by 2 is the value of 60 degree. You know this. So 1 by 2 means cos x is equal to cos pi by 6, or cos x is equal to, it is in first quadrant. If it is in fourth quadrant, that is 2 pi minus pi by 6. Why it is 2 pi? Because it is in fourth quadrant, so 2 pi minus this angle. Got it? So this can be written as cos 2 pi minus pi by 6. So let's see, cos and cos operate, x is equal to pi by 6, or cos x is equal to, this is 6 to the 12 pi minus 1 pi, 11 pi by cos 11 pi by 6. So x is equal to 11 pi by 6. So we have two principal values. Principal values pi by 6 or 11 pi by 6. Now come to write general value. General value, try to understand when it is becoming 0. Let's see the graph of cos. At 0 it is 1, then at 0 it is 1, at pi by 2 0, pi by 2 0, this is 3 pi by 2 0, then this is 5 pi by 2 0, and so on. So what is the general formula? 2n plus 1, 2n plus 1, this is 2n plus 1, 2n plus 1 and sorry 2n pi, sorry this is completing, this is for 0. For other angle, C means first quadrant complete angle and minus complete angle plus complete angle minus. Means every time complete angle plus and complete angle minus. So what is complete angle? 2 pi. So 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi and so on. So we can write generally 2n pi. So we can write 2n pi plus minus pi by 6. I told the first value, principal value, we take with the general value. 2n pi and n belongs to integer. N belongs to z. So this is how you can find the value of the angle. Let's see one more. Third question. Third question. What is given? Cot x is equal to minus root 3. See, cot x is equal to minus root 3. If you don't remember the value of cot or general formula of cot is not given, so we can change this. Tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Now it is negative. So tan is negative in two quadrants, either in second quadrant or fourth quadrant. So you will write this. Since it is negative, so it lies either in second quadrant or fourth quadrant. Second quadrant or fourth quadrant. Now we have decided. Now let's try to find the value. Leaving this, what is the value of this? This is pi by 6. Pi by 6. So we can write tan x is equal to minus tan pi by 6, 30 degree. Since it is negative, it lies in second quadrant, that is less than pi. So we can write tan x is equal to tan pi minus pi by pi minus pi by 6, or it is in second quadrant. If it is in fourth quadrant, so we can write tan x is equal to minus tan pi by 3, or we can write tan x is equal to tan 2 pi minus pi by 6. See, this is tan x is equal to tan 5 pi by 6, or this is tan x is equal to tan 6 to the 12 minus 1, 11 pi by 6. Here tan and tan operate. X is equal to 5 pi by 6, or x is equal to 11 pi by 6. Means this is principal value. Principal value means in two quadrants it is found. Now for general value we write n pi plus pi by 6, 5 pi by 6, sorry, n pi plus 5 pi by 6. So this is how we can get the answer, principal value and general value. Check it. Very simple questions. Now question number 4 I am leaving for you. You can try. It is given cosec 2x, so you will try this yourself. I am trying question number 5. Now we have to solve the equation, and solving the equation we have to find the general value, and principal value, general value, whatever you want. Question is cos 4x is equal to cos 2x. Question number 5. Question number 5. Cos 4x is equal to cos 2x. So can we write one side like this? See, cos 4x is equal to cos 2n pi plus minus 2x. Same thing. If we write the same value 2 pi plus 2x, the same 2x, 2 pi minus 2x, the same 2x. Now cos and cos will operate. We have 4x is equal to 2n pi plus minus 2x. Bring this side. 4x minus 2x is equal to 2n pi, or 4x plus 2x is equal to 2n pi. Here we have 2x is equal to 2n pi, or we have 6x is equal to 2n pi. Here 2 and 2 will go. We have x is equal to n pi, or here x is equal to n pi by 3. This will go in denominator. So what we have the answer? N pi or n pi by 3. Got it? Very simple questions. Now this becomes the answer. Now let's see one more equation. Question number 6. Sixth question, we are given cos 3x plus cos x minus cos 2x. Cos 3x plus cos x minus cos 2x is equal to 0. Yes. Whenever you are given unpaired angles, जैसे we can say this cos 3x, cos x, 3 terms are. So to solve better, you can add 2 angles and make its half and check whether it is equal to the third angle or not. Like 3x plus x 4x and its half is 2x. Here we have cos 2x. So for what angle you are getting the sum equal to that, taking them together. So we can write, see, cos 3x plus cos 2x, cos x together minus cos 2x alone is equal to 0. Break this into cos a plus cos b. We can write 2 cos 3x plus x by 2 cos 3x minus x by 2 minus cos 2x is equal to 0. This is 2 cos 2x cos x minus cos 2x is equal to 0. Now see, cos 2x is here, cos 2x is here, cos 2x is common. So cos 2x is common, so what is left? 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. We have got the value cos 2x is equal to 0 and 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. So we have 2 factors. We have cos 2x is equal to 0 or 2x is equal to 0, and 0 is found. This is 2x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. This is general value for 0. To find the value of x, send this here. X is equal to 2n plus 1 and pi by 4. This 2 comes here. Or for this, 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. Cos x is equal to 1 by 2. cos x is equal to 1 by 2. Again it is positive, so in which quadrant this will lie? Cos x is equal to, this can write cos pi by 6, or cos x is equal to cos 2 pi minus pi by 6. So we have cos x is equal to pi by 6. So we have to write the general value, leaving that one. If you write general value, what was that? 2n pi plus minus pi by 6. So we can write 2n pi plus minus pi by 6. So this will be the answer. Got it? If any doubt, you may contact me. So questions are very simple. Just you have to learn all the general values and principal values formula. As I told, it is given on the very last page of NCERT in blue printed box. Every formula is written there. So you should memorize that. Let's see one more question I am going to solve, and other you will solve this question yourself. You will try the question and your solution must be sent to me. I need your solution. Question is sin 2x cos x. This is question number 7. Sin 2x plus cos x is equal to 0. So apply the formula of sin 2x. Sin 2x we can write 2 sin x cos x. This is 2 sin x cos x plus cos x is equal to 0. Cos x is common. So cos x is common. We have 2 sin x plus 1 is equal to 0. We have two factors again. One is cos x is equal to 0, or x is equal to 2n pi 2n plus 1 and pi by 2. This is general value. And for this, or 2 sin x plus 1 is equal to 0, 2 sin x is equal to minus 1, sin x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now sin is negative, so it will be either in third quadrant or in fourth quadrant. So if it is in third quadrant, so what can we write? Sin x is equal to sin pi minus pi by 6, x is equal to, we have 5 pi by 6. One answer. Or one more thing we can do, pi, this is enough, pi plus, it is plus, sorry, it is in third quadrant. So this is 7 pi by 6. So you can write the answer like this. So this is how we can solve the question. I am leaving two questions, question number 8 and question number 9 for you. You will solve these questions yourself. If any doubt, you may contact to me on WhatsApp. I will give the solution. But first you should try yourself. Now in today's lecture, this is enough. In next lecture, we shall start the miscellaneous exercise. Till then, thank you very much. God bless you.